Hello and welcome to the Lost and Faded podcast, where we get faded and lost into a movie and film for the week. This week, Wicked, with Megan and Colleen.
Hi!
We're back.
In business,
Yeah.
baby.
So, it's starring Ariana Grande and
Cynthia Erivo.
so they Ariana is playing
Glinda.
Glinda.
Galinda.
And what's her name?
Cynthia Erivo is playing Elphaba.
Alpha.
We also got a star-studded cast. We got Jeff Goldblum in there.
Okay.
As the wizard.
Yeah. You got any more?
Ariana Grande's new boyfriend,
Ethan
Slater.
Well, we don't have to
And
get into
then
that.
Jonathan Bailey is Fiero.
There's also that woman from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yes, I forgot her actual name, but she plays Madame Morrible.
Good cast.
Pretty decent cast.
It's really good
Pretty
cast.
good, very good cast.
But-
All right, let's get into it.
So we start and we find out that the Wicked Witch is dead.
Yeah,
And people are like, is this for real?
they're lit.
Yeah, people
Partying.
are running through saying, good news, she's dead. And
What?
oh yeah,
The
there's
Wicked
a
Witch is
little
dead.
Easter egg in there too with the overture, which I really liked. They have like a little part of the Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead from the first movie. Not the first movie,
The
but
Wizard
from
of
Wizard of
Oz,
Oz.
yeah.
Oh,
There's like a lot of nods to Wizard of Oz, obviously,
I mean, yeah.
but-
this was-
that isn't part of like the original score. So
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, so we find out that Elphaba is dead, the Wicked Witch.
Yeah.
Glinda comes down in her little bubble.
I heard dumb bubble.
No, her little bubble.
Her little
Oh.
bubble.
Everybody is like, all right, like,
Is it
this for
true?
real? And she's like, yeah, guys, she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody is like really going hard.
Yeah, they're really
Hating
lit.
her.
At first, she seemed happy about it, but then as it went on, she seemed more like mixed about it.
Yeah. She was trying to hide the fact that she was friends with her.
Because everyone was
Interesting.
scared of her.
Yeah.
So yeah, at one point somebody asks her if it's true that she was her friend, and she says yes, and then she's like, "Well, we went to school together," and then we do a little flashback to when they first start going to school.
We missed the part with they talk about her parents.
Oh yeah,
I guess that is
she's
important.
a child of an affair.
And the man that boinged her mom, they were both drinking a green potion. So when she came out, Elphaba was green.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
kind of it.
What's that green
Yeah.
potion?
Yeah.
It's a green elixir.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And
How
then
can, if they do that, why isn't there more people green?
because maybe I don't know, maybe you'll find out in part 2.
Oh, okay. And then so, she's born green. Her dad freaks out. He's like, "What? I get that out of my face."
Yeah, he says, "Take it away."
He's just an asshole the entire movie.
Here.
And so her bear nanny takes care of her.
Her bear nanny.
Which is so fucking cute, need I add. So fucking cute.
Yeah.
Why?
The
Because it's a
CGI bear. It's so,
It's giving Mama Bear.
ugh. And she just cares so much about Elphaba, man.
And then so it goes to flash forward a few years. So, what?
I'm just so
I'm
fucking
just-
dramatic at the CGI
Yeah.
bear. But like, all of the animals were fucking mistreated
Yeah.
in this.
They had to make them
movie.
look good so like you can be sad about them.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I feel like you're watching a PETA video.
literally. They're all fake, but still.
Okay, that's enough.
Anyways,
It goes a few years later to after her sister's born. Her sister, what's her sister's name?
Nessa Rose, but they just usually call her Nessa.
Yeah, she's in a wheelchair. And I think what's her name's reading to her?
Alphaba.
Alphabet, yeah. I'm gonna fuck up these names this
And
entire
then a
time.
bunch of the little kids in the area come by and start tormenting Alphaba, and then Alpha gets pissed off and she uses her little magical powers to fucking throw rocks at them. But then all throughout the commotion, her little sister's crying.
Yeah.
So then Pops
Well,
comes over.
She started crying because the kids were laughing
yeah.
at them.
Well,
It wasn't like because Alphaba threw the rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just wanting to say that.
But
She
the
was-
dad comes and is like, Alphaba, what did you do?
Mhm.
And she's like,
Wasn't even my fault. She started crying when they came around.
literally.
He's wilding. I don't know.
Big mad, dude.
But yeah, from the beginning, Alphaba had been gifted, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
with like
Power.
Every time she gets
Yeah.
emotional, her powers come out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we get a little bit of her backstory and then find out she's dead. And then we go back to Shiz University.
Yeah, it's pretty lit there.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a little, like river going into there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
We
pretty nice.
Hate the name.
Shiz.
Shiz.
Because it's the shiz, you know?
It's jizz.
Apologist is the author of the book.
She said,
I
apologize?
don't know who wrote it. I was
I'm
going to say
good.
Stephen Schwartz, but he's who wrote the musical. So
I don't know.
I mean, good enough.
Well-
Sorry, Stephen Schwartz.
So, Glinda arrives at the school, and everyone's just looking at her like, "Oh my God, she's the best."
fangirling.
Yeah.
They're fangirling. I mean,
She's the Ariana
do
Grande
they
of the
know her
world.
from before? Everybody seemed to know her already.
Her family's very affluent. They're
Mm,
well known and rich.
yeah, and then so she's like, "Oh, this is nice school." I fucked that up.
This is my school.
Luckily, I have purse.
Well, okay.
She was like,
Well, the reason because she comes in, she says bye to her parents, and then they start singing like I guess you would probably call it the alma mater of their school.
"Oh yeah," and she just joins in on her own little.
She does her little.
Yeah, she
little-
keeps doing this like move, and then she
It's a
flips her.
sleigh.
She tosses her hair back
Ooh.
constantly.
Yeah.
Do it.
No,
Work it, Byron.
no,
You better work, bitch.
Okay.
I don't want to fuck up my hair.
Fair enough.
Oh!
Anyways,
Anyways,
Alphaba is like walking up as Glinda is doing her little.
Mhm.
And
Everyone just stops singing.
well,
everyone stops singing. They're just staring at her
Yeah.
like she's doing something wrong.
and
She's
then
just green,
Yeah.
It's
guys.
just green.
they're racist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're very.
But Glinda turns around and she's like, "Is your pussy green?" Have you seen that meme? Please tell me you've seen that meme.
She's a girl.
Dude,
Is your pussy
we
green?
didn't hit the 10-minute mark. It's fine. It's whatever. I don't care.
Don't believe it.
He's probably not gonna bleep it, but so
Put that in.
Elfdora, I fucked up.
Alphaba.
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 Like Alphadora, though. Belongs.
That's crazy. Alphadora.
That's a nice one.
Milady.
Alphaba. I'm just gonna delete this whole episode.
No.
Byron, no.
Alphaba.
You got it.
She's just walking around, everyone's staring at her. Glinda gets surprised by her. She's like, "Oh, you scared me."
She's like, "You're green."
Literally.
And then she's like talking to her, and she's like, they just.
So the tea is
Stop.
Glinda is telling Alphaba that like when she becomes a famous little sorceress, she'll be able to fix her little problem.
She's like, "I'll make you not green."
Like, bitch. She
And then
knows that.
Alphaba's like, well, yeah, number one, she's like, I didn't ask for that. Number two, you don't know how to do that, so shut up.
Yeah.
But after that, Alphaba and Nessa's dad come in, and Nessa, obviously, too.
He was
And
like, "You forgot your sister."
he's like,
Literally.
don't run away like that. Blah, 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 blah. Being mean to her as usual. Nessa is kind of upset because she's like, hey, this was supposed to be like my fresh start. You shouldn't have done that.
yeah.
But whatever, we're good. Her dad is very overbearing and overprotective of Nessa because Nessa is in a wheelchair. I don't know if he mentioned that already.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We did?
Yeah.
We did.
Okay. Well, she's in a wheelchair. And he's just very overbearing, even though she's perfectly capable.
And he gives her a gift in front of the sister.
He gives her the mom's shoes,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
the silver slippers. Not Ruby.
Yeah, not Ruby.
Mm-mm.
We do see some like kind of Ruby-ish shoes later.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, a little nod right there.
Yeet.
But so Nessa's going to her introduction thing, and the dad's like, "Can you watch over your sister?" Because he's worried about her. Which
And-
I'm just like, dude.
And Alphaba didn't really want to, not because she doesn't care, but because she was like, she'll be fine. But her dad was like, please, because if something happens to her. And then basically being like, I don't care if something happens to you.
Literally.
But yeah, they go to the introduction. They're talking about the teachers and professors, I guess, who are going to be there. So you get introduced to Dr. Dillamond, who's a goat.
Is she?
It's a man.
Not-
Dr. Dillamond.
yeah.
Oh,
Not
Dr.
Madame
Dillon.
Morrible.
Oh, I was like,
He's the little goat.
He said, I don't know all these people. Yeah, it's the goat.
I'm sorry right now.
It's
but
okay.
It's fine.
It's okay.
The goat is the goat, though.
He is.
I
We love him.
Dr. Dillamond.
Delamond.
And then we get introduced to Madame Morrible, who is just like a very...
I thought you were calling her the goat. I was like, is she the goat?
No.
Yeah. That's all.
She's basically just like a sorceress, and she's just very like successful and powerful, and people respect her a lot.
She doesn't show off too
And
much, though.
No, and she teaches seminars, and Glinda is trying to get into that seminar.
I was about to ask a question. Never mind. I'll wait for spoilers.
Okay. So yeah, we get introduced.
So like the whole teachers.
Oh, we do
Yeah.
also get introduced to Bach,
Yeah.
who is Ethan Slater's character, and he's like
A Munchkin man?
Yeah.
he's from Munchkinland, yeah.
How short are Munchkin people? Do they vary?
I guess.
It seems to be so.
He seemed like short for human size, so I don't know for Munchkin size.
Maybe he's like tallest in his class. Who knows?
Maybe.
But
Sometimes.
also, Elphaba's dad was the mayor or the governor of
He was the mayor.
Munchkinland.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
So there was some casual just intermingling with the Munchkins and the
humans.
yeah.
Okay. I'm just figuring out the lore for this world. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot.
And then
Galinda is ass kissing Madame Morrible because she really wants to be in her seminar, and Madame Morrible's like, "Girl,
Chill.
like, get on my
relax."
Chill.
face.
Literally. And then Nessa realizes that Alphaba is there and is like, "Girl, why are you here?" And Alphaba's like, "Sorry, Dad made me." And I think it was like the headmistress of the school or whatever, comes and like grabs Nessa's chair and like starts pushing her, and she's like, "I'll bring you to your room myself."
Kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Nessa was trying to say, stop, like I can do it myself. Let me do it. And then Alphaba got pissed. She used her little powers.
Yeah, she used powers and she was just like moving everything around.
Yeah,
just
wreaked
pushing
havoc.
people.
like stone
Placard.
marble thing, yeah, on the wall that was about the Wizard of Oz. It gets broken, and then behind it there's a bunch of animals, which is some subtle foreshadowing for the movie.
What's going on with those animals?
Because the animals can talk throughout all of this.
Yeah.
Like, they can speak.
They got some chatter.
Oh.
But
They yap.
so then the sorcery professor, I forgot what her name was.
Madame Horrible.
Madame Horrible.
Think of
Well,
like
I'll just call her
horrible.
double M.
Horrible,
call
morrible.
her
Think of like
double-
horrible, but with an M.
Morrible.
Marble.
Marlboro.
Marble comes down, and she's like, "I did that. I was just showing off, just so because you don't know the unexpected can happen."
She's like, I'm gonna keep you on your toes.
Yep.
And
But
then,
I'm like, everyone saw what's her name freak out and
Yep.
do all that shit.
yeah,
And she fooled her sister to her.
Yep.
yeah,
So I'm just like, you guys are dumb. They all are dumb though.
yeah. At that point again, Ariana or Glinda goes up to Madame Horrible being like, oh my god. I think that's actually when she has to take her seminar. And
Marble wants
Elphaba,
Elphaba.
Weird.
because she obviously knows she was responsible for that.
She saw that shit from the balcony.
Literally
But-
makes her enroll in the school.
Pretty much, and Glinda unknowingly volunteers her personal suite to share with Elphaba now.
They were roommates.
And they were roommates.
They were roommates.
But Madame Marble pulls Elphaba to the side and she's telling her, like, hey, I'm gonna write to the wizard and let him know like that you got a gift and you're gonna enroll here, and that's gonna be that. And then there's The Wizard and I, which is such a great song from it.
It's a really decent song.
And then there's like a part in it. There's a lyric that talks about her meeting the wizard, because it's called The Wizard and I. And there's a lyric that says, is it like, fuck. Why can't I think of it now? I don't know. It's about degreenifying her.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But I really liked how they had the like stained glass
Yeah.
moving
Moving
around.
around,
Like that was
yeah.
really cool.
The lighting on her.
Yeah.
So she's all excited. She goes to their dorm. Glinda
Left her 0 room.
literally
She
has
like covers up her
mattresses.
like bed area for like
Clothing
baggage and
racks.
shit.
Yep.
And she's like, look, there's a bed for you. And from there, Glinda is also asking her, like, hey, how did you do that? I know that was you. And she was like, I don't know. And then she kept egging it on, and then she was like, I don't know. And she broke the glass door in their room. And she was like,
Damn, bitch.
okay, shit.
They gotta stop testing her. They keep testing her. She could use
That
her
ass.
powers.
They need, yeah. Just let her fucking live.
Leave
you
her,
know?
let her be.
Literally.
She be chilling. She
She's
just be studying.
literally minding her own business. Like,
Yeah. But then we, from there, start classes, I believe.
Yeah.
And Dr. Dillamon's class is happening.
And he's talking about history, and Glinda's being a little asshole. And she's like, "Who cares about the past?
She
Let's
says,
why."
she says, you're supposed to be teaching history. We're not supposed to be dwelling on the past. But he's essentially talking about how animals are starting to be mistreated in Oz. And then he flips around his chalkboard, and there's like, in red paint, it says animals should be seen and not heard.
It's fucked up.
fucked up.
And
I
so
want to know
he,
who did that.
Madame Marvel,
Oh, she did.
probably.
Mm,
I think
that's
so.
crazy.
Setting it up.
But spoiler. Oops. Sorry.
But then obviously he freaks out and he like stumbles and some shit knocks over on his desk and he tells everybody to get out. And then Elphaba gets up and starts helping him and like picking things up, and they like form this little bond.
Yeah, like he told her go be with your friends, and she's like, I don't
Yep.
have any, and he said you have one, and put his little hoof out. It was so cute.
It was so
Mm.
cute.
It was so
It was
sweet.
so fucking cute.
Where is it going next?
After that, it's loathing. the song.
Glinda and Alphaba just
Oh yeah, they're
really button heads. Whole little montage, little song montage.
Basically about how they hate each other, and then
Yeah.
everybody kissing Glinda's butt, being like, "Ugh,
She's
you're
the
rooming with her?
worst."
yeah,
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
You're
That's
so good
wild.
for
Oh my
that.
god, she's green.
literally, God forbid
Like,
you be around her.
bitch.
That's also a great song. And then, why can't I think of the order?
I feel like there was a scene missing before she goes to the professor's like house at night.
That we weren't there yet, I don't think.
I feel like that's about to be next.
Yeah,
It is something bad, yeah.
yeah.
So something bad.
So okay, so we get
Oh, because he's leaving the school and she's
Oh, yes.
asking him.
yeah, she wanted an update on what happened. And he goes into this little like hut or like I think that was his house or
Probably.
something. And he's having this meeting with all the animal teachers and he's warning them about how like people are disappearing and some of them aren't talking anymore. And
Alphaba.
Alphaba is like listening in and then she like hits like the door or something and they all run away.
Because she has like a little vision.
Oh yeah, she has like a little vision.
And
about
she
the
has like a,
future.
essentially, yeah. And so Dr. Dillamon comes out and he's like, "What are you doing here?" And she's like, "Hey." She goes back in there, all of the animals left.
Yeah, they did.
They really did.
But essentially, she's telling him, "Hey, like, maybe we should tell the wizard about this because that's why we have a wizard." And he was like, "No, like, we shouldn't be telling people about this." And then he was
Mhm.
like, "Well, maybe we could." And then
Really?
at the end of the song, he bleats.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, I must be getting a cold." But it's like something is happening to the animals in Oz.
It's probably like a disease or something.
It's a spell.
Oh. Oh yeah, probably.
But yeah.
And so she's traveling back home after talking with him, and this asshole prince knocks her over.
Literally, while on horseback.
What's his name?
Figaro.
Figaro. Figaro.
And he's like, sorry. And she's like, do you usually knock people over?
He said you blended in.
He said, "Oop, you blended in with the foliage."
Yep.
And he's trying to flirt with her, and she's like, I gotta go.
Yep.
Which I think Jonathan Bailey said in an interview that Figaro's definitely pansexual because he don't give a fuck.
Nah.
About-
Yeah.
He'll,
During
His
the
little
song,
montage, I was
Yeah.
like,
well, Dancing Through Life is just such a good song.
I can't.
okay.
Which-
Is this like college, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, he looks kind of old. I'm not gonna lie. He
Yeah.
looks the oldest of old.
He was on Bridgerton, I think. Jonathan Bailey.
I was
Slap.
like, what's this 30-year-old man
He's
doing right
gay.
now?
Cynthia Erivo was
37.
yeah.
Oh, damn.
She looks good.
She does.
But yeah, so you find out that Figaro is going to be attending Shiz, and
Everyone's swooning over him.
Glinda is like super excited. She gets all glammed up and goes down and is like trying to swoon him.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Well, I'll show you around the school." They go to the library.
She was trying hard.
Oh yeah,
She was trying.
but
She said, "This is the books."
she said there's rare ones and medium rare ones.
That library was crazy.
It was
Dancing Through
trippy.
Life, that montage, that entire sequence,
That's really a good song.
so good. And it's like the whole like dance sequence in the library.
There's a lot of moving components in this
Mhm.
bitch
Yeah.
too. Like,
It was kind of giving Hogwarts a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of want
Ooh.
to know how it works, but it's fine.
I don't know.
I don't know.
either.
But
So he's singing throughout the library about how school sucks and you don't learn much about school.
Buck books.
Yeah.
Just
And
dancing on them. I'm like, what the fuck?
He's
You're in
just
a
giving them
library.
bad
so
advice.
charming.
Even and then the librarian comes up, tries to shush him, and then
this
he just like
little old lady
Elvis like pelvic throsts her and throws her on a
Really?
gives her a little
fucking
forehead
desk
kiss.
for real. And
Forehead kiss? What
Okay,
the
that one-
fuck was he doing? I guess he
I was
was
like-
paying.
Huh?
She said, "Tell me." I forgot what you said. Is it
I,
because
saw,
it's Pan?
I saw it through the forehead because I was like, I guess he is Pan.
That's what I'm saying.
But
She's old. She's old.
so it ends with Linda. She's like talking to what's his name, Buck, Bick.
Bach.
Bach, but she
Bach.
calls him Bick.
Big.
She calls him Bick.
Yeah.
So
Bick.
she's talking to Bach because he's like trying to like
He's thirsty for
he's
Glinda.
thirsty for her.
He's like, please save one dance for me. I will literally wait all night.
And she was like, take those dances to the wheelchair girl.
she,
That's what she did though.
I mean,
That's what she
essentially,
did.
She said.
she said, look how pretty she is. It's not fair that we're all going out and she's not coming. Go ask her.
Yeah.
She's
And
like,
then
I'm
he's
not
like-
gonna invite her myself though.
But
He's
you
like,
can do it, Bach.
he's like, right now, and she's like, yeah. And then Fiero's like, you're good. But then Fiero and Glinda decide that they're going to the Ozda's ballroom together, and
It cuts to Glinda in her room
getting ready with her friends,
her little entourage.
Bo and Yang, and I don't know the other person's name,
I don't know.
but
I
Funny.
didn't like them.
Bo and Yang was funny in it, in my opinion.
She said, "My."
So she's getting ready with her entourage, and one of them sees a black hat in her
The
wardrobe,
witch hat.
and she's like, "What?" They're like, "What is this?" And she's like, "Oh, my grandma makes these ugly hats," and they're like, "You should give it to Alphaba." Did I say her
She
name
said, "I don't think I hate somebody enough to give them this." And then it was like the light bulb went off, and
And
they're
then
like,
she was like,
Alphaba.
no, I couldn't. And she's like, could I?
Yeah, she did.
right? She did immediately as soon as she walked through the door. She was
Literally.
like,
And
perfect for you.
it was right after Nessa had told Alphaba to, like, she was like, hey, please don't ruin this for me. Glinda asked Bach to ask me.
To go to
Like,
the dance.
I'm not going to be alone. This is exciting for me. Don't ruin it.
Mhm.
Alphaba went to go thank Glinda. Glinda gives her the pointy witch hat. And then,
But she's not like mad about it.
no, because she was like, thought she was being genuine
Yeah.
because she did that for her sister.
She
but
probably
it-
doesn't get gifts.
that, and like, so then after Alphaba gets the hat, she goes to Madame Morrible to be like, hey, give Glinda a chance. And then,
It goes to the dancing or
Yeah.
the party.
so then they're all at the Ostis ballroom. They're dancing. Madame Morrible comes in, has a training wand for Glinda, and is essentially just like, the only reason I'm giving you this is because Alphaba told me to take a chance on you and that she wouldn't continue taking my seminar if I didn't include you in it. And then Glinda's like, shit, I fucked up.
Gave her the ugly hat, and now she's gonna wear it tonight and
Yes,
embarrass
she-
herself in front of
And
everybody.
That was like right when Alphaba had walked in.
Yep.
And there's-
Okay. She walks in. Immediately they stop the music. Everybody's like basically like, look
Pointing
at
at
her.
her.
Dead
laughing at her.
ass.
I was like, that's fucked up.
Like, why are we stopping the music for that?
Really?
And they're all wearing goofy little fucking hats
They're not
too.
even wearing anything good.
That one
No.
girl had like a fuck ass bob, weird ass haircut.
Dead
I'm like, you
ass.
don't look good.
Somebody's wearing like a full blown fucking top
Alphaba's
hat, like
serving.
colored top hat.
I can't.
Why do you all look like flappers?
And it was a
But
cunty little witch hat. It had a little like
Yeah.
a little crook.
Like it wasn't bad.
No.
But and then so she walks out in the middle of everyone as they're like moving away from her. Which, by the way, they always just move away from her like she's doing something. But
Like
all she
she's-
is green. That's
Yeah.
literally, and she has powers. That's it.
yeah,
And then
bad mistreatment.
Awful.
and then she starts doing her little dance, her little.
And then everybody's laughing.
They're laughing.
And then Glinda, well, no, Fiero is like, wow, she really doesn't give a shit what people think of her. And Glinda's like, no, she does. She just pretends not to. And then so Glinda goes out there and is doing the little dance with her. and
They're doing it together.
they're doing it together, and then everybody's like, "Oh, Glinda's doing it.
Literally.
We'll try this." So then everybody joins in.
I think it's kind of fucked up that the sister didn't try to dance with her when she was out there in the middle.
Her ass really was just like, I can't look.
Well-
Yeah, she was.
Let's be real. Bach already took her out to dance, and she was like, "Bro, what?"
I mean, she was having a fun time.
He
though.
said,
I'm like,
"Let's
that's your sister. Her sister was. She was out there getting killed.
Yeah.
There were a lot of comments flying.
She said, I'm trying to live a normal life and I have to pretend like I don't know who this
It's
person
fucked up.
is.
But so they do a little dance and they have a good time for the night, and then it goes back to them in their room together.
Yeah, Glinda and Alphaba leave, and then they go back to their room.
We
Glinda,
stay up all night.
yeah, stay up all night kikiing. Glinda's like, "Tell me a secret that you've never told anybody before, and I'll do the same. I'll go first." And then she talks about, she's like, "Fiero and I are gonna get married," and Alphaba's like, "Girl,"
Dude, she's the worst.
she's like, "You got engaged already?" And she's like, "No, he doesn't know it yet." But then they go out. No, they don't go out.
No.
They stay in their room.
Alphabet talks about how
Alphaba, yeah, about how her dad hates her, but that's not her secret, and that the
Ugh.
reason he hates her is because
he made the mom eat millflower.
or like milk flour or something like
Yeah.
that.
So she didn't turn green like her
Yes.
sister.
And then
But
it led to early birth for the sister,
And then the mom.
So that's why
died.
she's in a wheelchair.
and then the mom died.
Yeah.
And Alphabet is blaming herself, which I'm like, no, blame your dad.
Literally.
Blame your dad for
Blame your mom
forcing-
and blame your dad.
Yeah,
Literally.
your mom was wild, and she was wild.
Yeah, for real. If she wasn't going fucking around,
She
you
was
would have been
fucking around
green.
and drinking green potions.
Dead ass.
But
And fuck your dad for blaming you that he fucked his wife and daughter up.
They all need some therapy, for fuck's sake.
Y'all need Jesus.
and so Glinda's like, let me help you get popular. Let me give you a makeover.
They lay on the bed and it's like
They
there's
just
one
kiss.
part. No, they do lay on the bed at one point, and
It
I'm
was
like,
really
are they
cute.
gonna kiss?
It was really cute
That
though.
was wild.
Also, my one thing, the backlighting on this movie was awful.
Yeah.
Some of the like the pictures were beautiful and the colors were vibrant, but obviously it's not like
There were some scenes
wasn't
where it
rich.
was colorful.
yeah. But then like there were times, especially in their room, because there would be so much light coming in, and it would just wash out. Miss
Uh-huh.
Ariana Grande,
yeah.
she looked like a ghost.
Yeah. It'll never be like how it was.
Oh God, no,
They're never bringing techno color back.
Nope.
No.
no bitch.
Um,
Still,
But popular happens. Glinda talks about how she's gonna make Alphaba popular.
Yeah. And now we get to spoiler talk. Alright. Alright, what's the next thing that happens?
Dr. Dillamon gets taken away.
So how do we feel about the animal plot?
It's-
very sad.
Yeah, and it's a big part of the plot
It is
because that's the whole reason that Alphaba wants to go see the wizard.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
I like the mystery of it.
To me, it almost feels like a ploy too. I feel like he knew what he was doing at this
Who?
point. The wizard,
Oh yeah.
like
He's
all of it was set up like so strategically for Elphaba to land basically just in his lap
There's
when
also-
he needed her. Like,
literally.
An Easter egg to Wizard of Oz with the poppies
yeah,
because it makes everybody fall asleep
Yep.
like they do with Dorothy and everybody in Wizard
Oh
of Oz.
damn.
So yeah, when Dr. Dillamon gets taken away, she gets really frustrated and upset.
and a
then
new professor comes in
with a little lion cub
in a cage.
and is talking about how if animals are caged, then they won't learn how to talk. And Elphaba, that's when she gets really upset,
Really pissed.
slams the poppies down. They all start flying around the room, makes everybody fall asleep.
Besides,
Fiero.
and her.
Did you think he was gonna be evil?
Fiero.
Yeah.
I mean, I've known this plot for like 20 years, so I can't speak on that.
I don't know. I just had this feeling. I was like, he's gonna be evil.
want to say that I don't believe it, but also because I feel like he knows deep down that he likes Alphaba like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like he has to put up this front with,
He didn't have to
Glinda.
put up a front.
which after the fact too, after the whole fucking dance, they were like actually like treating her like a human being
Yeah.
around the school. Like the other students were actually interacting with Alphaba.
Yeah.
And it was like, now we can switch up because Glinda said it was okay. Like,
Mhm.
Everybody just follows the crowd,
Yeah,
and
right,
Alphaba
right.
doesn't do that, and that's what ultimately gets her in trouble. So after
Mm.
they go to the forest, Fiero and Alphaba go to the forest to release the lion.
We can't talk through the whole plot.
I know, I'm just saying another song happens.
Okay.
what song?
I'm not that girl.
He.
Which is basically her being sad about Fiero because she has feelings for him, but he can't act on his feelings for her.
To piggyback off of.
And then Alphaba gets invited to the Emerald City to go see the wizard.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about how Glinda's acting like around the crowd when she's like she wants to do stuff for people, but it's really for herself?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also there's character development throughout the movie.
Yeah. Like definitely in the beginning,
Somewhat. I mean,
she was a little selfish.
she was selfish
Yeah,
for most of
but
it.
she realized she like fucked up when she did the whole thing with Alphaba being like, "Oh, I don't hate anybody that much," and then she was like, "Just kidding,"
Yeah.
and then she was like, "God, I really
Yeah,
was
but
mean about that."
even
She's-
after the song where she's like, "I'm gonna help you be popular," she's like, "But you're still never gonna be as popular as me."
Well, yeah, she's very superficial.
Yes.
I feel like she's still selfish till the end. I even feel like towards in the beginning part, I was like, the more I think about it, I was like, the way she was acting, I was like, I never noticed that. I was like, is the bubble fake?
It almost seems like because it's on a platform.
I'm not sure.
I'm like, I don't think she has magic.
I don't know.
I think it's a trick like the wizard.
Maybe.
Which, spoiler, T the Boots House Down.
We're in spoiler talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Spoiler of the spoiler in the spoiler talk. The wizard doesn't have fucking magic.
No, I mean,
None.
no, he doesn't. He's playing tricks. He even did the coin behind the head or behind the ear.
Yeah. Oh, P.S. There's a fun little cameo of Kristen Chenna with an Idina Menzel.
When they get to Emerald City.
Yeah. During
Yeah, a little-
Wizomania.
They had a play inside of a play.
That's what I was thinking. Like, that's crazy.
Emerald City looked bomb.
Yeah.
They were super lit in there. They were like, I don't know. They were doing a lot of shit like that.
Yeah. One Short Day is a good song. It's just showing kind of how like grand the Emerald City is and beautiful, and like Elphaba and Glinda are like, we're gonna come back here.
We're gonna
one
live
day.
here.
Mm,
Spoiler
yeah.
alert, they don't.
Alphaba fucks up the whole town.
Yeah.
Well, because when she sees the wizard, she's telling him, "Hey, please help the animals," and he's like, "Yeah, I can do that."
Give me a
He
little
has her
spell.
read this one book called The Grimmery.
Yeah. And she does one spell and it gives the monkeys wings.
Yeah,
And
which
Which-
is henceforth
When,
the flying monkey.
when I was looking at those monkeys, I was like, why do they look so familiar?
Are you serious?
When we were walking down the hallway, I was like, are those monkeys? And I was like,
Except
damn.
there's not wings on them.
No, there
No.
weren't.
But
Not
yeah.
yet.
They
So
were those
after she does that, Madame Morrible is also there because she was like, "I couldn't miss your big moment, girl."
She was also useful. I was gonna say,
Which spoiler?
and spoiler free, when I was gonna talk about her, I was like, does she even have magic? Did we see her do anything?
Little shit.
Small stuff, yeah, like little levitation spells.
Yeah.
But like Elphaba did like a full ass
Yeah, she was
levitation
just-
spell with the monkeys because
She
she
has
literally
that
gave them
power.
wings. Yeah. And she was able to like read the Grimoire, which looks like a foreign language to everybody.
Yeah. Defying Gravity was really good.
Oh my god.
That was definitely a good way to end the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fire. All right, so next we're gonna go to what we liked. What'd you like about it? Well, you're gonna say everything.
I thought the casting was really good.
Yes.
Um
The
I thought-
fucking like decorations. What is that called, bitch? The props. Oh my god. Like the thought that they
Yeah.
put into some of these props and like little scenes. And obviously you can tell majority is CGI, but in the real
But-
bits,
Oh, and also I like that Cynthia and Ariana sang their parts live
yes.
during filming because like you watch Defying Gravity, Cynthia's literally like in a harness getting like thrown around and stuff, and she's singing that live and ate down. So
Too good.
yeah.
Too good.
I enjoyed the pacing. The pacing was really
Yes.
good. I was worried about it with it being 2 hours and 40
Yeah, you were
minutes.
Yeah.
sitting there being like, this better be worth my time. And I was like,
It was
It
worth my
was.
time.
It was.
I'm saying it was good.
Everything played out well enough within like, and it didn't feel like it was the full 2 hours and
No.
some
41 minutes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
They did everything with that pacing. They did a
Mhm.
lot.
I liked
really
the
nice.
cameos too, because they also had Steven Schwartz, the writer of the musical.
Who is he?
He was the guy that when they're going to see the wizard, he looks down and sees the invitation and goes, "The wizard will see you now."
Oh.
They gave him a little one-liner, but I like that it was like a little. It reminded me of how Stan Lee used to be in a lot of the Marvel movies.
Oh,
Sorry.
we don't. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
What else did I like? I thought all the characters were good. There wasn't anyone I like felt like was a waste of time. Maybe the sister, but
You'll see why she's needed though.
okay. I hope I will see why. Oh,
One more spoiler: the dad has a heart attack at the end.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Also, it's fucked up. She's in a wheelchair. House falls on her. Her legs are left. That's messed up.
And this stupid bitch takes her shoes. Her mom's shoes.
Yeah.
So,
That's why Elphaba was freaking out in Wizard of Oz. She's like, "Those are my sister's shoes."
And it's crazy, like growing up and seeing, like, oh my god, the Wicked Witch of the West, like the green
She's
bitch.
scary.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I mean,
why
she
is she
was-
terrorizing Dorothy?
she was acting pretty evil in that movie.
I mean,
So-
yeah, because the
Wouldn't
prequel wasn't
you
written until
be?
after. I
Oh
mean, yeah,
I'm just.
it's justified,
It's-
and you'll see even more of what's justified in the second half.
Okay, I hope so. But do I have to do my rating system? So
No, I
you guys have to
remember.
tell it. You remember it?
I forgot.
All right.
To buy it, rent it,
Oh,
stream
Buy
it.
it.
Buy it or see it day one.
We did.
Okay, so I think
Well-
that's what we're gonna say.
yeah, I saw the early screening of it before I saw it today.
So we
This is
would all
Colleen's
say
second time.
buy it or see it day one. Honestly,
Yeah,
I would
it's
say
worth
buy
the
it.
time.
Yeah.
it's definitely worth it.
We did see it in 3D.
Yeah.
Wouldn't recommend that though.
Yeah, I didn't. It gave me a little bit of a headache, but
Yeah.
that might just be my
I
vision.
thought it was
It-
alright.
It wasn't the
I thought it
type
was
of
alright.
movie to warrant the like special effects. It was just
Yeah.
a lot of like everyone's heads were off the fucking screen.
Yeah.
I'm
Pretty
like,
much.
why is Ariana Grande's head so large right now?
bobblehead.
Literally.
It
And
was
it's just
getting
like,
kind of
oh,
sold out. I did what I could.
which is, hey, fair. And it was still a good movie regardless.
Yeah, it was so
but
great.
just regular theater. You don't need
Yeah,
to go
you
the
don't
extra.
need to see 3D
It's very
because
minimum with the 3D.
Don't do
There's not.
4DX fucking extreme sports in the
Alright.
movie theater. What's the one that they literally have your seat and it's like
well,
it's blowing air and water in your
I'll
face?
get that next time.
that's crazy. They
It's like
throw
a
water
Bug's
on
Life.
you.
Fucking oh my god, the little production that they have down in Disney
Yeah.
World.
They're getting rid of Muppet 3D.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. Bye.
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 Hold up, hold up.